Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Elder Scrolls Online. We are heading to Necrom right now. Today I'm going to try to get some of the other companions. You know, I want to make sure I have all the companions before before ESO Plus expires, you know? I don't know what will happen then. So, we're here. It says the first person is just outside the gates, I believe, of Necrom. Let's see if we can find them. Where are you? Who are you? You're a player.
Keep an ear out for anything exciting.
Huh. I wonder if I need the content packs or whatever. Or if ESO Plus is enough. Is this them? It is.
Or I will gut you like the rest. What? Never seen an assassin get put out of work before? You're not one of these third-rate assassins, I can tell. But if you or anyone else puts a hand on me, I'm answering with my axes.
What's going on here?
I've been cutting down these mercenaries for the better part of the day. I'm guessing my target knows I'm on to her and has started sending them my way. My associate, Harn Orenvi, might know something about it, but I can't bring this heat to him.
Do you need someone to relay a message?
More like gather information. And if you're offering, I can pay you. Harn usually holds court at the Outlaws' Refuge. He'll be the only one there with bodyguards. Ask him if Raynilla Treveri's been through recently. Got it?
I'll ask Hard or Envy about Raynilla for you.
Fair warning. Harn might ask you for a favor in return for information. I can pay you back, but you don't get paid until I get paid, and I don't get paid until I find Raynilla. Make sure you get something good. I'll find you after you're done.
I have some questions.
Well, make it quick, before more of those mercenaries decide to show up. I just can't figure out where I slipped up. Raynilla shouldn't know I was after her. My catches never knew.
Catches?
Targets. Bounties. Got fishing on the mind, I suppose. I was planning a trip when I got put on this job. High priority, and the pay was nothing I could pass up. Lucky for the fish.
Why are you after Raynilla? What do you do, and what does she do?
I'm a mercenary, bounty hunter, assassin, whatever gets me paid. Raynilla stole something. Was told I'd know it when I saw it. Research notes to try and gain favor with some rival Telvanni magister, maybe. Tale as old as time in these parts.
Does that mean the client is a Telvanni magister?
I think so. I don't know. I was handed the job by my job broker. He let slip that Raynilla used to work for the client, but I didn't stick around to hear much else.
You didn't ask for more details?
It is a time-sensitive job, and I was told to stop Raynilla at any cost. Thought it'd be better to get on her trail sooner rather than later. I don't need to know all the fancy details and motivations. I just need to know enough to get paid.
You said that I can find Harn or Envy in the Outlaws' Refuge. Is he a thief?
He's one of Necrom's only crime lords. Big fish in a small pond, and he knows everybody, so I am certain he knows Raynilla. I've worked for him before. We're not on bad terms, but I wouldn't go to him if I had any other choice.
Why not?
He's chatty. Too friendly for my taste. Lures people in just so he can get them under his thumb and in his debt. Last time we did business, we didn't see eye to eye on something. Let's leave it at that.
What's your story?
What? My story? I tell you to make it quick, and that's what you decide to ask me. Try again, or get moving. He's one of
What's your story?
What? My story.
I just wanted to ask him again, just to piss him off.
Don't mention me to Harn. It probably won't do you any favors.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, where is this Outlaws' Refuge? Oh, is it accessible from the outside? I wouldn't be surprised if there's two entrances. Like there are in the Stone Falls. Yeah, because I think these usually have a path accessible without being seen by a guard. If you're coming with a bounty on you. This is a big-ass place. Holy fuck.
Please, Han. They're not just flowers. They're...
Surely a man of your talents can grow more. Now, move. Others wait in need of my counsel.
Okay, dude.
Your face isn't familiar to me, but I'd know that look anywhere. You want something from me. Information, probably. Well, what is it you're looking for?
I'm looking for Raynilla.
Raynilla Treveri. Really? I may know something about her. Perhaps you can enlighten me on why it is you're seeking her.
My business with Raynilla is personal.
All right, don't get so touchy, Fla. Raynilla was through recently. I can tell you what I know, but not without a favor in return. Why don't you deliver these red flowers I just gathered to some dear friends of mine?
Those columbine flowers are useful to alchemists. You're just giving them away?
Are they really? Well, aren't you a clever one? Since you've made yourself useful, I'll tell you that Raynilla came through recently, seeking Deredrian, a fence who specializes in moving specialty items.
Where can I find Deredrian?
She keeps a room in town. I'll mark it on your map. Careful, though. Deredrian and Raynilla were old friends, but they fell out some time ago. Asking after one might cause the other to be very sharp with her answers.
Thanks for the information. I'll seek out Deredrian.
If you have further business with me, get right to it. If you don't, you're blocking my view.
Speaking of blocking your view...
Oh, this. I got too chummy with a certain Argonian associate of mine.
Oh, we know who that is.
All I did was put a hand on his shoulder to get his attention. Apparently, it was the wrong move. He let me know with a nasty swipe of his claws.
He attacked you for touching him?
Can't say I blame him. I've attacked people for far less. I haven't seen this associate of mine for quite some time. Pity. I'd like to thank him properly for what he did.
By getting even?
No, just thank him. This scar gives me a subtle air of menace that has done wonders for my business. I don't hold it against him. But the same can't be said for my bodyguards. So I suppose it's for the best that he keeps his distance.
Wonder what would have happened if I went with the persuade option. I'm curious. I was so tempted. But I was like, we were explicitly told not to, so maybe it would be dumb. I feel like I sprint pretty quickly now. Well, obviously, because of the champion points, I guess. Speaking of... There we go. World's smallest horse ride.
It might regrow if you leave the roots.
Bam. Okay, Deredrian, where are you? I hate the name of the town, Necrom. No, I think it's like one of the biggest in Morrowind.
The necropolis is closed? That's never happened before.
Right.
It needs you, Proxy.
Where am I going? Back here? Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm confused by this layout right now.
There's always more to do.
What am I looking at? What? What is this layout? Do I need to go through here? Are there monsters in here? Huh. Excuse me? No, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Oh my god. Is there an invisible wall? Oh, no, there is not. Ow! How do I get back there? Can I just walk in here? Cannot. Yeah, it might be in the inn. Didn't they say Dredrian had a room in the inn or something? I'm gonna say it's not in here. This inn is crazy, though. I like it in a very weird way. Can you imagine, though, like this fucking giant-ass stone building with a huge open... Oh my god. Having this thing not collapse would be insane. Okay. I think we can go back here.
Giddy up.
Yes. Yes, 10, Lauren. There we go. Palace View Apartments.
Hey, told you I'd find you. Raynilla was here, hmm? Let's have a look around. Looks like debt collection notices. Not helpful to us.
This feels like that one DDO quest. In like the Sharn Syndicate.
Ugh, rot meth. Makes me wish I was born without nostrils. Can't understand how anyone drinks this stuff.
Dredrian, Mave insisted I ask for your help. I'm desperate and tired of you not responding to my letters. I'm slipping this one under your doors, so I know you got it. We're camped across the river from old Salem Moor Outpost, heading north across the road between two boulders. Help us and Mavai and I will help. You shed this life and start again somewhere new, somewhere far from the Reformer's grasp. I promise things won't go like they did in Grotwood. I've discovered a way to safely undo the damage he's done to the goods. You'll be in no danger this time round. You have my word.
Is this Dredrian's place?
Russia
Seems
Today.
like a wanted woman, whoever she is. Let me see that letter. So, Raynilla came by, pestering this Dredrian for help. Why?
Dredrian is a fence who moves specialty items. Harn said she and Raynilla used to be friends.
Great. Well, maybe they patched things up and Dredrian went to go help her. Though that doesn't explain why she'd leave behind a note that says exactly where she's gone. Especially if she's trying to hide from this reformer that Raynilla mentioned.
Is the reformer the one who hired you to find Raynilla?
Maybe. My job broker told me to track down Raynilla and take back what she stole for an important client. He didn't give other details, and that's usually fine with me. No memory of my past makes no answers an easy pill for me to swallow.
No memories of your past. Do you have amnesia?
I woke up a few years back in the middle of Valenwood with a nasty headache and no memory except my name.
What's going on with his eyes?
Anything to do with the job. Let's get to that campsite. I'll scout ahead and see if we can take Raynilla by surprise.
All right, I'll meet you at Raynilla's campsite.
Great. If all goes well, then we can both get paid and go our separate ways, I guess.
Can I ask you more about your amnesia?
I already told you most everything I know. I came to in Valenwood, middle of nowhere, blood on my claws. Someone was screaming, didn't see who. My head felt like it was split in half, so they got away.
Then what happened?
Well, I was in the middle of the forest. Had to hunt and track so I didn't starve to death. At one point, I started heading towards this huge tree in the distance. Elden root. Civilization. Sometimes I wonder if I should have just stayed in the woods.
Did you try to find out information on where you might have come from?
Sure, a bit. Look, I didn't know if I'd killed someone or someone had tried to kill me. I kept my head down, took any job to get by, and now I guess I'm here.
You aren't curious about who you were before? Someone could be looking for you.
If someone somewhere cares I'm gone, they're keeping awfully quiet about it. Either nobody misses me enough to go looking for me, or I was a loner before, just like I'm a loner now. I'm not trying to find answers on my past. You shouldn't either.
Let's head to Raynilla's campsite then.
Meet you there. And don't go blundering in without me.
All right. So where did they say it was? Across the river from something? Okay. I seem to recall in Morrowind Tamriel Rebuilt, I think Necrom was like super white-walled. What am I doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, where are... Fuck it.
Faith needs you, Proxy.
Where was it? It was around here somewhere, right? Okay. Beautiful.
Have you come seeking for wisdom of the forefathers? You are in the correct place.
Huh?
That should come in handy.
Yes.
Hey, Merc. Over here. I scouted ahead. That campsite is crawling with the mercenaries that attacked me. Seems like they're searching or waiting for something. But that got me thinking. Why would those mercenaries be after both me and Raynilla?
I thought you said Raynilla was the one sending mercenaries after you.
I thought about that on the way over, too. If Raynilla could afford to hire mercenaries, she wouldn't be desperate for Deredrian's help like she was in that note we found, right? Something else is going on here.
What should we do?
That campsite is the only lead we have on finding Raynilla. If we can get there, maybe we can find something to keep us on her trail. I'm not used to looking out for others. Can you handle yourself if we run into trouble?
Yep. I got this. Okay. See? Look how well I can handle myself in a fight. Did you see that? Don't mind me. I'm just, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This was dead when we got here, right? Check around. Maybe we'll find something useful.
Name? Deredrian says they don't have a name. Symbol, 2 lanterns. Wait, is that like... was twin lamps a thing? Was that what it was called in Morrowind? Known operatives, allies. Mave Andros, Ald Isra. Okay, names.
Wait.
Twin lanterns?
Those lanterns. This is Raynilla's signal? I think I've seen it before.
Was that the name of the, so in Morrowind there was a hidden faction you could join. And it was a faction you didn't join by actually... Oh, heavy sack. It wasn't a faction that you joined by actually, like, talking to someone. It was a faction you joined by freeing a ton of slaves. And it was, like, the kind of, like, the, like, underground railroad kind of faction. And I think it was, like, the Twin Lanterns or the Twin Lamps, I believe.
Look, someone left a trail. Crouch down and you'll see it. Let's keep
Oh,
following.
sorry, dudes. What are those abilities? Okay, where's this trail?
Let's keep following.
I'm trying to. Are any more parts going to pop up? What? Hello? Yes, I'm here. I'm crouched. I don't fucking get it. Okay, let's go this way. What am I doing wrong? Okay, they spawned in this direction. Unless it's going this way instead.
They couldn't have gone too far.
Oh, okay, okay. We're all good.
Let's keep following.
We're all good. Now they're showing up. Okay.
Looks like Raynilla and one other got away, got rid of her tail, and managed to hide her prince from here with magic.
Dredrian, welcome to the operation. Any and all past involvement with Raynilla is, of course, forgiven. Do as I ask, and you'll have your debts to harm or envy wiped out in no time. I've arranged for a few of my mercenaries to meet you outside Necrom. From there, lead them to Raynilla's campsite. Per your request, I will pay extra for any names and additional information you can give them on her organization. She's been a thorn in our side for far too long. Dim is still of use to me if you can see that you leave her alive. However, if Sharp as Night crosses your path, abandon all directives and prioritize his capture. He got put on Raynilla's trail by some strange twist of fate. Where she is, he may also be. I know you must want to get even with him, but please, try not to harm him beyond repair. Bring him to me alive, and I will grant you 3 times the promised rate. So glad to be working together, the Reformer.
Well, if Deredrian came here to help Raynilla, it doesn't seem like she did a very good job, and no other sign of Raynilla or the one she was traveling with. What are those notes? What did you find out?
Dredrian betrayed Raynilla. She sold her out to the Reformer and led mercenaries to the campsite.
Right. She threw in with the Reformer, who told her to prioritize my capture over Raynilla's? What? And he's the one who hired me, without knowing it? This is the last time I ever find work through a job broker.
And you really don't know what you were hired to take back from Raynilla?
No, but we can piece it together. The Finns moving specialty items, the 2 lantern signal, the list of operatives, this person called Dim, who the Reformer wants back alive. Raynilla isn't traveling alone with some trinket. She's freeing a slave.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then why is the Reformer after you too?
I don't want to think about that right now. This can't be all there is. There has to be someone who can give us answers. There was another name I saw, Mevi, in Ald Isra, right? That's not far. If we can find her, maybe she could tell us more.
You know, he said, if you get Sharp as Night to me, I'll give you 3 times the going rate, which presumably meant 3 times the going rate for a slave or something. Let's find Mevi and Ald Isra.
I'll meet you there. I just need a minute.
Okay. Where's Ald Isra? Oh, I see it. It looks Telvanni as fuck. Excuse me. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Ald Isra. Oh good, you stopped. No time for details. People eager to see me dead will come over that hill at any moment. So, want to earn some easy gold?
What do I need to do for this easy gold?
Elhulan, The tower at Ald Isra's east end. Inside, there's a green mushroom. By that mushroom, there's a dark elf. She'll probably insult you. She's my contact. Deliver this letter, then walk away with a pocket full of gold.
What's so important about this letter that people want to kill you?
Better you don't know. But fine. There's a spy among the Assembly of Masters. My contact's here to end the threat. Look, can you take this letter to her? Don't open it, don't look at it, don't talk about it. Hand it over and you're done. Deal?
All right, I'll take the letter to your contact in Aldisra.
Remember, a dark elf by a green mushroom in Tel Hulin. Tell her, both light and shadow can be deadly. She'll reply, though only one chases the other. Then hand over the letter and she'll give you gold. Now, go while I lead my pursuers away.
Who's chasing you?
People working for the spy. That's my assumption at least. When a dagger flew past my head, I took off. Look, you don't want to know any more about this. You don't need details to deliver a letter, and the more you know, the greater the danger.
Tell me about Aldisra.
It's just another Telvanni town. Its claim to fame is that the Assembly of Masters congregates there. Look, I'm from the other side of Morrowind. I just had orders to meet my contact here and deliver that letter. Want to know more? Ask a local.
What should I know about the Assembly of Masters?
We don't have time for this. Look, the name is misleading. Telvanni Masters never assemble. Instead, they send their assistants, the mouths, to represent them. So it's really the Assembly of Mouths. But no one wants to call it that. Can I go now?
Okay.
Get to Tel Hulin. I'll draw off my pursuers.
All right. So, yeah, I feel like it's pretty wild to be like, oh, you're heading to this place? Well, here's info about a spy. It's very trusting. Oh, wait. Inventory. Can I read her note? Well, I haven't gotten any closer to determining the true identity of the target of your writ, Tredesim. I've discovered that House Dres has established a camp to the south of Aldisra. I have no doubt that the traitor you seek is in league with those of House Dres agents. I suggest you look into their activity, but be careful. I think they might have noticed my interest. Okay, we had to read it.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Does it? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Green mushroom. Oh, it's inside.
Any delay is unacceptable. We hired the Morag Tong to deal with this problem.
Fellow all you want. It won't change my process.
Outrageous! How dare you...
Master Phobes, a word, if I may.
Don't mind me.
I know the effect I have on people. I either scare them or attract them, and they can't take their eyes off me. But few ever dare approach me, let alone try to strike up a conversation. So, what do you want to say to me, hero?
Both light and shadow can be deadly.
Though only one chases the other. Alright, it's obvious Folsey sent you, and she gave you the code of a courier. That tells me you have something for me. Go on then. Hand it over.
Falsey gave me this letter. She said you'd pay well to get it. She was being followed and led them away.
Folsey can fend for herself. Right now, I need to see if she learned anything to point me to the true identity of my target. Tredesim, the name on the writ, is an alias. Interesting. According to Folsey, House Dres established a camp to the south.
Is that important?
Folsey seems to think so. Since you want to get paid, how about you help me out? I need to assassinate a spy in Tel Hulin. But to do that, I need to figure out who actually deserves my blade. It's quite legal. I have a Morag Tong writ of execution.
What's a writ of execution?
A binding document that gives me the authority to eliminate the name on the writ. We figure out who Tredesim actually is, I finish the job, you get paid, and we go home. Not together, necessarily. Depends on my mood. So, What do you say?
Sure, I'll help you figure out who Trudecim is.
Congratulations, you're my new foci. First, go to the servants' quarters to the west and ask Akigo about the spy. Then visit the Dres camp to the south and see if they have any connection to this Trudecim. I need to keep watch here, just in case.
Care to tell me about yourself? I think this is going to be a longer quest than I expected.
You think we've reached that point in our relationship where I smile, wink, and divulge all my deepest, darkest secrets? Hero, you couldn't handle that sort of revelation. Just do the job, get paid, and you never have to see me again.
Come on, tell me about the Morag Tong.
Fine. I belong to the finest league of assassins in Tamriel. In Morrowind, we're part of the legal establishment. Instead of going to war, the leaders of the great houses employ us to settle scores and keep the peace.
How do assassins help keep the peace?
By eliminating anyone who threatens the stability of the system. The great houses of the Dark Elves exist in a precarious balance. Without us, violence between them would spill into the open, rather than staying behind closed doors and false smiles.
Anything else I should know to help you determine Trudecim's true identity?
You mean other than the fact that I have a writ for someone named Trudecim who apparently doesn't exist? That House Dres has a nearby camp? Or that I want you to question a servant named Akigo? Which of those would you like me to spell out for you?
Where'd you get the name Trudecim?
It was part of the writ, provided by whichever scribe the masters had contact the Morag Tong. But since no one here knows anyone with that name, it must be an alias. Believe me, when I figure out who took out the writ, I plan to ask them about that.
Why is the House Dres camp important?
Because Foci thought me knowing about it was important enough to involve you. House Dres controls the land far to the south, near the Black Marsh border. Them setting up a camp near here could be coincidence, but it's worth checking out.
Why do you want me to talk to Akigo in particular?
Akigo is a contact I cultivated the last time business brought me out this way. For a minor servant, he excels at avoiding notice and absorbing everything that happens in town. He'll only help if it's safe. He knows what the Talvani do to traitors.
That's enough questions for now.
Are you sure? Don't want to ask about my favorite beverage, how I look so good without any effort, or which scrib I favor in tonight's race? Good. Then let's get to work, hero. We have a spy to identify.
Why is the Morag Tong interested in Elders Isra?
It's not, and I couldn't care less about the Telvanni. House full of arrogant arses. I put each of them to the blade if I had the writs for it. This is strictly business. The Assembly took out a writ. I'm here to enforce it.
I wish this character was one of the companions you could have. Why does the Assembly think they have a spy?
Information discussed during the meetings of the Assembly of Masters has gotten out. One of the mouths accused this Trudecim, and the Masters applied for the writ. Unfortunately, no one here is named Trudecim. Means we actually need to do some work.
What do you know about the people in this room?
Foes is a typical Telvanni master, full of himself and twice as annoying. Sulis is reasonable, but he's hiding something. Then there's the servant Zemzo. I expected to deal mostly with servants and mouths. Surprised to find this many masters here.
What's the difference between a mouth and a master?
Not much, in my opinion. They're all just interested in gaining power, stabbing each other in the back, and earning higher ranks in the house. Mouths serve their masters, representing them so the masters don't have to leave their towers.
Anyone else I should know about?
Just that lickspittle Alem Gito. He's Foes' aide. Made a good show of subservience, didn't he? Like all Telvanni's servants, I assume he's quietly vying for power in some way. The sooner we're done and I can leave, the better I'll feel.
All right.
I'm out of patience. We need this finished now.
Master Foves, calm yourself. This solves nothing.
Come, Gito. Leave the hireling to her work.
Yes, Master Foves.
Well, unlike Foves, I am at your service should you require anything.
Okay. Good talk. But back to our main goal. Huh.
See that? 2 lanterns. That's got to be Mevi.
Sharp as night. By Azura, after all these years, is it really you?
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
I don't know you, and I've never met Sharp. But the way my Raynilla spoke of him, I'd recognize him anywhere. Are you one of her connections? Have you been watching over him all this time? Did he finally remember Raynilla?
I'm helping Sharp, but we only just met. He remembers nothing of his life before a few years ago.
The Reformer uses experimental magic on his slaves. Raynilla didn't understand the process, and when she excised it from Sharp to free him, it tore something from him. His memories, she thought. Raynilla never forgave herself for what happened.
Where's Raynilla now? We have reason to believe she's in danger.
She put herself on assignment. She's freeing another from the Reformer. I haven't heard from her, but that's how these things often go. Forgive me, it's only just occurred to me, but if Sharp has no memories of Raynilla, how did you find me?
Dredrian betrayed Raynilla to work for the Reformer. We found these notes on his mercenaries.
What? Dredrian? No, Raynilla needed her help to find the smugglers' tunnels in Gorn. She'd arranged for a boat to take them
Oh, fucking
to safety.
Gorn.
If it's just the 2 of them in those tunnels, I need to get to her. Please, can you help?
We can head to Gorn and find Raynilla.
You 2 go on ahead. I need to gather Raynilla's research and prepare to travel light for a while. We always knew this day might come. Thankfully, we always tried to remain ready for just such an occasion.
Sharp and I have some questions for you first.
I can spare a moment to tell you what I know, but after, we really should get moving to Gorn.
Who's Raynilla to you?
She is my wife. Sharp is the reason we met, actually. She needed forged documents for his new identity. I'd never done anything like that before, but she convinced me. Pity he didn't get to use the forgeries. But some good came of it, at least.
Is it true that she used to work for the Reformer?
It is. She told me he had ambitious ideals that challenged the traditions of House Telvanni. But when she witnessed the cost of those ideals firsthand, she had a change of heart. Breaking ties wasn't enough. She started freeing his slaves.
You still help Raynilla with her operations?
When she lets me. I'm skilled in forgeries and logistics, but I've never done field work, not like her. It's dangerous work and, well, she's always been very protective of me.
So she works alone?
She has an informal web of operatives across Tamriel focused on freeing slaves. She relies heavily on favors and appealing to people's better nature. It's a struggle, to be sure. I think Raynilla takes on a lot more than she can bear.
What can you tell us about this Reformer?
He's a rich and powerful Telvanni magister who hides behind his moniker and keeps the particulars of his research close to his chest. He practices horrible experiments on his slaves. Somehow, he thinks his work is going to end slavery in Tamriel.
How would he do that?
Raynilla says he uses some experimental metal to create a sort of link between him and his subjects. I've blocked out most of the details, but I do know that Sharp was the Reformer's favorite.
That explains why he's so desperate to capture Sharp again.
Sharp's resistance always captivated the Reformer. It was as if perfecting that link and conquering Sharp's will was his greatest trial.
And severing that link was why Sharp lost his memories.
Precisely. After that happened to Sharp, Raynilla studied the vile process and learned how to safely deattune those freed after him. She'll be thrilled to see him again. I just know it. She might even know how to restore his memories.
What more can you tell us about Sharp's past?
Raynilla can tell you more when we find her. The way she speaks of him, it's like she's worrying after an old friend. She liked to imagine that he ended up living a peaceful life as a fisherman somewhere.
When did Raynilla lose track of Sharp exactly?
He was feral when she excised him from the Reformer's control. She had no choice but to subdue him. She delivered him to Dredrian at an old safe site in Valenwood. He was supposed to go to Blackmarsh from there, but things didn't go as planned.
What happened?
Dredrian put a hand on Sharp to shake him awake, and he nearly clawed her face off.
She said she barely escaped with her life. I can't blame Sharp, and Raynilla felt the same. He must have reacted in fear, that's all.
Did Deredrian keep helping Raynilla after that?
No. Deredrian was furious. Raynilla didn't know such a thing would happen, but that didn't seem to matter to Deredrian. She had complained that Raynilla wasn't paying her enough anyway. I'm just sad it ended this way for her. Sharp, Raynilla would say that you're under no obligation to help, but please.
I'm on my way. Where are the smugglers' tunnels you mentioned?
I think there's a secret entrance in the southwest tunnels. I'll follow shortly. Please, hurry.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Gorn was one of the places. I'm pretty sure that I've completed the group event there, but I believe it was one that was really hard.
I have nothing to say to you, friend of the Dark Lady. Word travels fast in old Isra, outsider. I heard you work with the Dark Lady. Last time she came through, I had to clean up 3 bodies. If she sent you to ask for my help again, the answer is, politely, no. I do not want her to be angry with me.
She wants to know what you may have heard about a spy in Tel Hulan.
Just information? No risk to scale or tail? Very well. I don't know about a spy, but a servant leaves the quarters late every Sundas and Midas night, then returns early the next morning. No idea who, but there's always a strange smell the next day.
Can I look around the servants' quarters?
What? No. It's locked for a reason. We servants don't have that much. I won't let a stranger in to go through our meager belongings. Nope, this key stays right here with me.
You really want me to tell the Dark Lady that you refuse to help?
You wouldn't. You would? Fine. Working for House Telvanni is just one terrible moment after another. Here. But I don't want to know anything about what you do in there. Just leave the key in the lock. I'll grab it once you leave.
Okay. Hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing?
Sorry, no time for the likes of you. The Masters and Mouse are very strict that we talk to no one. You don't even want to know what they did to me when they heard I accidentally told an elf from House Dres where the well was.
A new servant? I suggest you dress more appropriately for the position. The Masters are strict about decorum. Now, what do you want?
Heard any good gossip recently?
Well, last week, the head steward assigned me to Master Sulis's quarters. He's friendly in public, but exceedingly mean behind closed doors. I heard him talking with Masters Foves and Filsey about a secret project, but I didn't get any details.
Ever heard a servant leave at night?
I have, and I wish they'd do it quietly. I won't tell the head steward, but they could repay my discretion by not disturbing my sleep. And no, I don't know who it is. Staying ignorant means I don't need to lie when someone asks.
What about a strange smell?
That's hard to miss. It's like a bomb that hasn't been cleaned in a while. You'd think a servant could wash up occasionally. Strange. The smell began when that person started leaving at night. Probably a coincidence.
I like how apparently it's not theft to steal from the servants. Oh, gross.
Did you see that woman outside? If looks could kill, she wouldn't need those knives.
Shh. She asked about her assistant. Just keep your head down.
Was that you, rummaging around upstairs? If you're a new servant, then I hope you learn to respect other people's belongings. Also, and I'll try to say this gently, your smell is quite pungent. I have, and I wish they'd do it quiet. Yes, and it's right in front of me. Have you been wrestling in the swine pond? Probably with the servant that sneaks out late at night, I imagine. please take that smell and leave. We've been trying to air out this place for weeks.
Oh.
Was that you? Yes.
Okay.
Well.
There we go.
Sorry, not.
Okay, you got nothing? Beautiful.
Hey, hero. Find anything pertinent to my writ? Notice how the servants around here love me. They know I'm here for bigger scribs than them. Well, come to think of it, I have had a writ or two for servants over the years. 3, actually. Anyway, find anything useful in there?
Around this jar in the servants' quarters.
You brought me a jar. Ugh, it reeks like Asha's undergarments. Why in the world would a servant need a jar of Kaguti musk? I can't think of a single useful purpose other than to stink up the place. Did Akigo have any useful information?
He said a servant leaves every Sundas and Midas night. The quarters smell awful the next day.
Well, I'd say you'd found the source of the smell. But why go out on specific nights just to return with a jar of stink? Could it be some sort of weird romantic rendezvous? That's no courting ritual that I'm familiar with. Anything else?
Master Sulas, Foves, and Thils are working on a secret project.
Now that's interesting. Certainly worthy of the efforts of a spy, depending on the nature of the project. Let's you and I keep this to ourselves for now. See what else we can learn about this secret project.
I'll go search the Dres settlement. Okay, how far away is it?
Time to waste.
Let's get out of here. Silly me thinking this would actually be a deliver the letter quest. Thank you.
It wasn't a trap.
Good one. Okay. Oh, I'm taking a weird path. Thank you. Okay. Let's get back to shore. Okay, how can I get there? Oh, there we go. You guys okay? Bam. We have the usual number of rule breakers and layabouts at the camp of this size. Haver sneaks food to the slaves after dinner. Dadank sleeps during his guard shifts. Branos smuggles contraband through some of the hired laborers. Inform me of any judgments and punishments you deem appropriate. I will see them carried out. Councillor Ralds, our operation at Ald Isra continues undiscovered. The source of the information we established within the Assembly of Masters provides regular updates and passes along private documents. Their value cannot be understated. It is gold well spent. Your requested details about our process for securely exchanging information. Late every Sundas and Midas evening, Tridecim hides a new cache of information among the northern nests of the local Kaguti. Then we collect the missives from the nests each Morndes and Turdes morning. One would think that a direct aid to a Telvanni master would choose a less odorous place to conduct business, but I cannot disagree with the results. We remain grateful that Tridecim so willingly provides us information. Whether from arrogance or greed, their loose lips have become a wellspring. The season of effort required to acquire an aid of this stature may have paid off. The current phase of our operation should conclude soon. We should maintain this flow of secrets for further use in service of our great house, Tanel Dress. Okay. Dang it.
Let's make this quick.
Thank you. Noble Sovali, I humbly ask your understanding for sending this letter of request directly to you instead of through our chain of command. We have a request of some urgency that doesn't have time to flow through the typical administrative channels. As you're aware, I'm engaged in a long-term operation to extract information from the leadership of House Telvanni. Our agent inside, referred to as Tredessim, passed us the following note during their recent information drop. Sorry, 1 second. I'm about to choke. Okay. I don't know how, but the Masters learned that they have a spy in their ranks. One of them, I suspect, Master Silas, enacted a writ of execution from the Morag Tong. I knew this work came with risks, but I believed I'd stay protected. Now there's a good chance I wind up with a knife in my gut. Since the risk has grown, I want to take some urgent steps. I'd like you to transfer another round of my seasonal pay into Master Silas's accounts at the bank in Necrom. This should temporarily alleviate my growing fear of this hired assassin. If you hesitate at complying with this request, consider it in lieu of future information. Going forward, I want to start using codes when I refer to my targets. That way, if I'm caught, I have deniable plausibility. Please, use the following names in the future. Sparrow for Master... Okay, thank you for giving me the cipher. Sparrow for Master Sullus. Bristleback for Master Foves. Beetle for Master Thils. Please let me know if I can expect the financial transfer into Sparrow's account. If not, we have no further need to engage in business. Our efforts of infiltration have produced excellent results. It would be a shame to lose such an important source over a little extra gold. Please expedite the requested transfer and send a reply once it's complete. Movis Dress. Drez. Okay. Don't mind me. Actually, do mind me. Thank you.
Over here, hero. Got anything interesting for me? Felsi's report didn't do this place justice. This isn't a camp. It's a House Drez foothold in House Telvanni territory. Any chance you found anything that will help us find the spy in there?
This report refers to Tredessim as a direct aid to a master.
Well, that narrows down the list of suspects, and it also tells us how they exchange information with their contact. They're using the Kuguti nests to the north as a pickup spot. Did you find anything else?
This letter indicates Tredessim was worried. They want to shift the blame to Master Sullus.
Add all this to that jar of Kuguti musk you found in the servants' quarters, and I think we're getting close to catching our spy. Using false names to identify the masters. Clever. And demonstrates a sense of humor.
Should we warn Master Sullus about the gold in his bank account?
Not quite yet. This could just be another diversion. Let's not jump to too many conclusions just yet.
What's next?
So it appears that an aide or servant leaves messages for House Drez at the Kuguti nests to the north, using the musk to keep from being attacked. First, go to Talhulan and update Master Sulis. Then we'll check on those nests. The clues indicate that Tredessim is an aide to one of the masters, who also sleeps in the servant quarters. They use Kuguti musk to approach the northern nests to exchange messages with House Drez. Update Master Sulis, then join me at the nests.
I'm guessing it's going to be that, like, Gateau or whatever the fuck his name was that we saw. Can we go over what we know so far?
Not a bad time to review the evidence. Though I strongly advise that you not mention any of this to the mouths and masters at Tel Hulen. Where would you like to start?
What do we know about Tredessim?
The Dres call the spy Tredessim. They're a servant, but more than that, a personal aide to one of the Telvanni masters. We also know that Tredessim passes information to the camp house Dres established outside Aldezra.
How does Tredessim pass information?
We deduce that Tredessim leaves their quarters late at night to drop information off at the northern Kaguti nests. They use musk to keep the beasts from attacking. The next day, Dres agents recover the information.
Do we know anything about the information Tredessim is passing along?
Only speculation. It probably has something to do with that secret project the servant mentioned. Something that Masters Sulus, Foves, and Thusi are working on. Beyond that, it could be anything. A lot of important business happens in Tel Hulen.
Is there evidence of a master's involvement?
Hard to say with confidence. Tredessim sent a letter requesting a transfer of gold into Master Sulus's bank account. And we could interpret that as evidence of his involvement, but it could just be a diversion. Let's not draw the wrong conclusion. Good, because we still have a lot to do. Head back to Tel Hulen and update Master Sulus. Placate him, but don't give him any more information than necessary. We're still not sure if he's involved. Then meet me at those Kaguti nests to the north.
Okay. Wait, where am I going? All right. I like the Telvanni stuff. They're very interesting. I mean, they'd be the worst fucking place to live. Holy shit.
Fate needs you, Prince.
Okay, where are you?
Ah, you're assisting the Morag Tong agent, correct? As busy as I am, I can always spare a moment for the hired help.
Naru asked me to give you an update on the investigation. We're close to identifying the spy.
Oh, that is good to hear. Even though the Assembly enacted the writ, I know that Naru is under no obligation to keep us informed. I appreciate it. I know better than to ask for specific details. The Morag Tong prefers to work unhindered. Anything else?
Could you tell me who attends the Assembly of Masters meetings?
The Masters send representatives to the Assembly, our mouths. They have the authority to speak in our names. Some sessions require a Master or two to attend, as well as any aides and servants. Scribes take notes so every Master can stay informed.
I heard you were working on a special project.
You did you? Interesting. Yes, I'm working on something with Masters Foves and Thilsey. We've been meeting frequently until fairly recently. Then Foves stopped attending. He's worried about the spy. His aide delivers him notes after each meeting.
Thank you for the explanation.
A very informative update. Thank you. Now you should get back to it. We'll all feel safer and more secure once this spy has been dealt with. Permanently.
Care to tell me anything else about your secret project?
Not especially. I suggest we change topics.
Any guess to their identity?
To a Telvanni master such as myself, everyone is a spy and a threat. It's something of our way of life. Hence the need for you and the Morag Tong assassin. A fresh set of eyes and a dagger to get the job done. I suggest you get back to it.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Hireling, I hope you have a strong sense of discretion. Talking to Master Sulus like that may not be wise. I have concerns about him. Have you and the assassin made progress?
We're close to identifying the spy, but other than that, I can't say.
I totally understand. What some call paranoia, I call prudent caution. This spy could cause irreparable damage to the Assembly, if not to House Telvanni itself. Tell me, What did you and Master Sulis talk about just now?
He explained the workings of the Assembly and how the Masters engage in special projects.
Did he now? How easily he let slip confidential information to a stranger. I know others find me grating, but I've spent my life making House Telvanni stronger. This spy threatens our stability. I need you to find them. Eliminate this threat.
We're working on that.
I don't like this feeling of the wolves at the door. Your confidence encourages me. Thank you for talking with me. Now I must go. I swear my aide Gito is avoiding me. Just between us, he's let his grooming lapse.
Well.
His odor is quite unpleasant.
Okay. I mean, that confirms it. You seem suspicious of Master Sulis.
I'm suspicious of everyone, especially my peers and rivals. You have to be, in my position. Sulis, though, he's changed. I don't like it.
How so?
He has a new urgency about him. Always wants to talk about some new idea or another. For example, Sulis mentioned our secret project, yes? He insists that we meet in person. And with a spy and possible assassin roaming this tower? Ridiculous!
Care to tell me more about this project?
What? No, of course not. What part of the word secret are you unfamiliar with? No, I cannot discuss our project. Sulis should never have mentioned it to begin with.
You mentioned something about your aide.
Oh, Alam Gito. Yes, he's been my loyal assistant for a number of years. Maybe I've been working him too hard. Seems like he has no time to keep up his appearance. And the smell! Perhaps I should get him a room outside the servants' quarters.
Okay. Well, that's good intel. Do we have to talk to the, anyone else? Kagudi nests. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. This feels like it would be an awful place to navigate.
Here's the other one. I'll let you find our spy.
Beautiful. Alum, the time for secret names is over. The Morgtong will find you if they haven't already. I just hope this message finds you first. As soon as you read this, come to our camp to the south. Do not hesitate. Do not make any arrangements. It's too late for anything other than running. You've performed a great service.
If I spot treasure, do I get a finder's fee?
How's Drez and deserve to be rewarded? We'll escort you off the peninsula and back to Drez territory under a protection. They'll receive a new identity to keep you hidden. You will no longer be Alam Gito, but you will at least be alive.
Interesting. Let's talk where there's some fresh air.
Nice.
Be sure to check for hidden compartments.
I smell like a Kagudi, this place smells like a Kagudi, and you definitely smell like a Kagudi. Let me see that letter you found.
Here, it indicates that Alam Gito is Tridecim.
Master Foves' aide. Interesting. Once House Drez heard about the writ, they must have panicked.
So now we go and confront Alam Gito.
Not so fast, hero. Have we found everything here at the Kagudi nests? There might be more clues scattered around this Drez message relay.
I'll keep looking.
If Gito and Drez used this site often, they could have left behind other information. Keep looking around for anything not Kaguti related.
All right. Tridecim, your information continues to pay dividends, and our gratitude only grows. Your recent message about the Permeation Snare project greatly excited our house mages. If House Helvani were to wield such an incredible weapon, it would tip the balance of power too far in their favor. Your efforts ensure peace in our land. As requested by Bristleback. Which one's Bristleback? Fuck. I forget which one Bristleback is. It's not Sulim. It's one of the other two. We forwarded the gold into Sparrow's accounts. If anyone else comes snooping around, they should hopefully provide enough suspicion to draw attention away from you. Please communicate to Bristleback that we appreciate all of his assistance. We look forward to a long and fruitful relationship. Is that Foves or is it the other dude? It's probably Foves. Or the other girl?
What's a little dirt under the nails?
I smell like a Kagudi. This place smells like a Kagudi. Master Foves' aid. Not so fast, hero.
I found this other letter.
Oh, what's that on the letter? Are you sure that's just mud? Why don't you just read it to me from over there?
Guiteau gave the Drez details about a weapon called the Permeation Snare.
Ah, probably that secret project the servant mentioned. Foves is part of the project, so as his trusted aide, Guiteau gains access to the details, may have even taken the notes himself. What else?
Someone named Bristleback aided Guiteau and forwarded gold into someone named Sparrow's account. We know who Bristleback is, I just can't remember.
Bristleback, Sparrow, that letter, and the Drez camp explained these code names. This means Master Foves worked with Guiteau this whole time. They even tried to frame Master Sulis as the spy. Can't say I'm overly surprised.
What's our next step?
My next step is quite clear. I kill Guiteau. The writ covers Tridecim and just Tridecim. Anything you want to do beyond that is up to you, hero. Let's return to Tel Hulin. Hopefully Guiteau is there so I can wrap this up.
All right.
Meet me in Tel Hulin. We can finish this there.
Fuck yeah, let's fuck Telvanni up. The Herald Seekers are super weird. They're very creepy. They're a little bit like the Hanar from Mass Effect. Is someone chasing me? Why can't I get on my mount? Oh, you can't mount in combat. Huh. Well. Oh my god. I want to do the killing.
Tell me, assassin, have you dealt with our spy?
Not yet, but I'm about to.
That Morag Tong assassin came out of nowhere. I blinked and she was in the room. Now she's talking with Master Sulis. I wonder what this is all about.
We'll find out soon enough.
What? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not fond of assassins outsider, or their sharp knives. Oh, I wish this terrible business was just finished already.
I see that you and the assassin have both returned. I assume that means she'll soon conclude her business and Tel Hulin will be safe again. Well, safer anyway. I look forward to hearing her report.
Please don't distract me. The masters take a dim...
Okay, whatever. You don't matter.
The Morag Tong agent has returned, and the tower is in an uproar. Zemzo does not like all this drama. Still, this one will stand his ground and report everything back to Master Thilzi as accurately as possible.
Okay.
Naryu says she's ready to complete her writ of execution. I take great comfort that she revealed this to me before she finished her business. I mean, I know I'm not the spy, but it is good to know that she knows that too.
Being a Telvanni would be a ridiculous lifestyle.
Looks like we got to that letter before Guiteau. He never received his orders to slip away and make a break for the dress camp. Makes my life easier.
What happens now, Naryu?
Now I complete my writ. I figured you'd want to witness a professional at work. After all your help, you've earned that right.
What about Master Phobes? He was in league with the spy.
The rules are quite explicit. Only the name of the writ is my target, and that's just Tridecim. Guiteau is the spy, and he's my target. Anything more is up to you. Do you want to tell Master Sulis about Master Phobes' plan to set him up?
Yeah, I think I'll tell Master Sulis.
Show Master Sulis the evidence, if you like. Guiteau won't go anywhere without my notice. I'll wait here until you're done.
Hey, dude.
Was there something else, outsider?
Master Phobes tried to frame you as the spy, but the true spy is Alam Guiteau. Here's the proof.
Nice try, Phobes, but not good enough. I appreciate the effort, but he loses again. Just as he always does. Thank you for this. This evidence is all I need to bury him. Or worse, make him indebted to me.
So what are you gonna do?
What all good Telvanni masters do. Carefully consider my options, and then take the course that gets me more of influence, prestige, and power. Master Phobes will need to be punished for dealing with House Drez, but beyond that, I need to think on it.
You got anything to say?
Away with you. I'm a Telvanni master, and I have no time for the likes of you.
Not for long, dude.
Now that Sulis knows what Phobes was up to, the backstabbing and plotting will intensify. I suppose that's life in House Telvanni, though. Anyway, I'm glad Falsey decided to involve you in all this, hero.
Before you go, Falsey did promise me something for bringing you that letter.
An excellent point. Never let it be said that Naryu Virian reneges on a promise. After this, I need a long, hot bath. That's not an invitation, hero. Maybe next time? But I have this one other thing to deal with first.
Okay, let's watch the fallout.
Phobes, I understand you have a spy in your employ.
So, now you know, Sulis. Well, good for you. That and a few coins will get you a ride on the Silt Strider.
No use denying it. Assassin, complete your writ.
Then this is over. Tridecim.
No! Master Phobes made me. I didn't have a choice.
He sounds like Dobby.
Well, looks like you certainly dug deeper than I expected. If you think this changes anything, you're sadly mistaken. I'm still a Telvanni master. This is a bump in the road, nothing more. I do suggest you watch behind you. I have a long memory.
I can't thank you enough. Having something to hold over Phobes' head presents unlimited opportunities. Now I just need to figure out how best to use them.
Does this ruin your secret project?
While I wish we hadn't had any information passed to House Drez, we caught the spy and Phobes is in my debt. So things couldn't have gone much better for me. I'll remove him from the project, though, which frankly will be an improvement.
Bam.
With that, my work is done. We did good, hero. You know, I sometimes visit the tavern in Necrom. Stop by if you're in the area. It would be nice to see you in less professional conditions.
So what's next for Naryu Virian?
Sharpening my blades. You never know how soon I'll need to draw them again. Then a trip to Necrom, I think. I should pay my respects at the necropolis while I'm in the area. I put a lot of ancestors in those catacombs.
I wonder if she actually does go to the bar.
That, my work
What
is
happens
done.
next?
For the assembly, Master Sulis rises in power, and Master Phobes falls a few steps back. At least for the time being. It's like a game to the Telvanni masters. As for me, I think I'll head to Necrom and find a spot in a crowded tavern. I need a drink.
Okay. Beautiful. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Gorn time. Man, that was a long-ass side quest. But it was fun.
You there. You look like
No! Fuck off. I can't handle any more side quests right now. I like that character, though. That Naryu was a likable character. Okay, Gorn. I think... Is this the place that had the crazy... This isn't the place for the crazy Daedra fight, is it? The name stands out in my head as one of the most recent ones I got. Because I did all the easy ones, and then I've had a few hard ones, and I've been chipping away at them. And some of them are really challenging. I can't, like, some I can't solo. And I seem to recall this was a borderline one. I'm trying to remember. Or, oh, maybe not. Maybe this is not the one I'm thinking of.
I could seek help in Necron.
Wait, is it? Oh, this is the one. This was a really hard one. I did just get this one. I think this is the most recent skill point I've gotten.
You're here after all. I was about to reel in this piece of my past without you. I thought maybe you decided to move on.
Why'd you think that?
This is far beyond what I hired you for, isn't it? Maybe you're like me and you never pass up a payday. But I probably wouldn't even have stopped to help someone like me in the first place.
Well, I'm here. Are you ready to find Raynella?
Gorn is packed to the brim with mad wizards. Doesn't make it too different from the rest of the peninsula, but I've heard worse things have moved in recently. I guess what I'm saying is I'll watch your back in there so long as you're watching mine.
Let's find her. Okay, I'll show you the skill point area. But actually, first, let's look at the map. Okay, we need to make our way most of the way there anyways. So this is a fucking crazy skill point to get. We don't actually enter from this side. Oh, we can't even see it. I wonder if people just recently beat it. But anyways, there's a war going on between two factions with giant Daedra, these giant guys up there. And you basically have to beat like a big army of giant titans and a bunch of other smaller guys. Once you beat them, then one army force comes in, you have to fight them and beat a boss. Then you beat them, you have to fight another one. One of the bosses is super fucking hard. Then you beat them, and then you fight a central boss. But the second last boss is so hard. Like, they can, like, one-shot. You get hit by it. It's crazy. There we go. Oh. Excuse me. Sometimes when I have like really big groups, I'm like, whatever, let's just spam the spear. Because it probably does more damage if I'm hitting a bunch of guys. Maybe. Excuse me? Ooh, another champion point.
Maybe Raynella and the one she's with sneaked through instead of fighting. Can't imagine.
I knew that guy was coming. There we go. Bam. Oh, I love hungers. They're like one of my favorite enemies in the game, aesthetically. Ouch. Ouch. Who's over here? Oh, I didn't even see you. Beautiful. I'm trying to remember the path through here. Dang it, they got me. As long as they're close to the clan fears, they don't curb stomp you. I'm going the right way. Who knows? Where the fuck are you going? Oh, did I walk into the outside? Bam. Ouch. Sick. Anyone else? Is that it? These guys are running away, so I'm guessing there is someone else. Bam. Okay. Beautiful. What is my path forwards? There it is. What are you talking about Sheogorath for? There we go.
Thanks. I needed a stretch.
Okay, which way is it? This is where it gets confusing. I think it's this way. I can't move. Here we go. All right. Are they coming back? Did they just disappear? Where did you come from, Tanloran?
Let's keep
No, 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 no. Okay, I don't know what's up here. Okay, just full-on spam mode. Okay, where am I going, man? Where am I going? Some areas here are... Is this where I came from? Okay, I guess I'm going downstairs. No, I don't want to fucking talk to you. There we go.
They've got her cornered. Hey, fetchers! Looking for me?
Sharp! Help us, please!
Damn.
Through that door. She looked hurt. Bad.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Sharp, please. Help her.
Kaj Kujay? What are you doing here?
What did you just call me?
Raynilla, I'm here. Just stay still.
Well,
You're Sharp's friend? I had feared he spent all those years alone. But he found someone. He found you. His sister, Dimike. So close to freedom. Promise you'll help her. Take her the rest of the way, please. Help her.
can we help you first?
Too late for me. Deredrian and those mercenaries made sure of that. I never wanted my Mevi to get caught up in all this. To have to run forever from the Reformer. And the others. He'll never stop until Sharp is his again.
Can the Reformer be stopped?
I didn't have time. There's so much I could have done. I just couldn't do it on my own. Sharp looks strong, healthy. I'm sorry. So sorry. But glad to see him one last time.
Raynilla, stay with me, love. Please. Raynilla.
She dead.
Raynilla. She can't be gone. She fought so hard to protect me. What am I going to do? We were supposed to have help. I thought maybe you and Sharp, but I can see it in his eyes. He doesn't remember me, does he? He doesn't remember anything.
What did you call him when you saw him?
Kaj Kujay. Elder brother. It's what I always called him. Raynilla didn't know how to properly excise him from the Reformer's attunement back then. Like the others. Like me.
Your Sharp sister?
Dragonknight. His little sister. I don't think we had the same parents, but that was what he called me. He was there from the day I hatched. He always said he would come back for me, help me escape. I'd given up all hope.
Where was Raynilla planning to take you?
I don't know. She said something about a safe house in Silent Mire, but our final destination was somewhere deep in Black Marsh. We barely escaped Deredrian, and now Raynilla's gone. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We'll figure something out.
We were too late. I thought something might come back to me seeing Raynilla. She knew me. And now she's just gone.
Dimike remembers you. She says she's your sister. Apparently, you grew up together.
I don't feel any memories stirring when I look at her either. Just nothing. I gave up on finding answers about my past a long time ago. I don't understand why this had to happen now.
Are you going to help Dimike?
Help her? I'm a mercenary. I don't know how to look out for someone like her. And if this reformer is as powerful and dangerous as everyone said, there's not a place in Tamriel that is going to be safe for her anyway.
But the reformer is after you too.
He's more than after me. He's obsessed with me. But that I can do something about. If I could just track him down. That's what I have to do. Find the Reformer and be his end. But you heard Raynilla. If I try to do it alone, I'll end up like her.
Are you asking for my help?
Going after the Reformer is a different job for a different day. Hunting my hunter is going to take time and patience. For now, take your payment, and if you'd like me watching your back wherever you're headed next, send for me. I'll be there.
Bam!
You okay? Raynilla got you this far. I'll take you the rest of the way. And then I'm never coming back to Morrowind.
Where are you taking her?
You've made your path clear, Sharp. If you fail at taking out the Reformer and fall under his control again, it's better if you don't know.
Sharp, please come with us. You don't have to be alone.
I am not going to be alone, and I'm not going to fail.
Freedom at last. If only my mind would accept it as true.
My heart may never recover from losing Raynilla. I should have been with her. I'll finish this final mission of hers, and then I'll be gone. I won't look back.
Okay, is Sharper's Knight gone? I think he might be. Well, you know what? I think that this is going to be a good quest line. I'm looking forward to that one. Bam. Okay. Let's go here for a second. Okay, I want to see something. Is there a bar in Necrom?
Fate needs you, Proxy.
That is what I want to know.
Race you there.
This, the inn, maybe? Okay, we'll try it. I don't want to quit her, okay? Huh. This is not the hustle bustle inn that I was led to believe. Huh. Bless you. I have a feeling she's not here. I think I've been stood up. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, is this that, like, Tales of Tribute or whatever it's called card game? I don't think she's here. Dang, I liked her. She was cool. We have one last place to check. Oh, we can get a house here. I gotta do that. Okay, I don't know if this is the bar that she was talking about. I'm guessing she's not here. But this feels like a good place to call it. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll be back next time with some more. Take care, guys. Mwah.